Alright, hey there guys, it's Metro, and welcome back to the playthrough. We're going to be doing a naked rat pala, and I'm really interested, man. I can't wait. Also, character looks like Alexandros Morgraine, in case anybody caught it in the first episode. I do like that look, let's put it that way. So
Good day to you.
we're going to turn into stuff we did kind of while we were making the first video, and we'll see how it goes. Every time we do a quest, by the way, the game lags for a second because oh, actually this button's working again. Oh, maybe not then. That was happening and the button was like not there. The
Be careful.
whatever you call that thing, the feedback thing. Wasn't there another quest? No, I guess I got it. Used to take him a second to do whatever he was doing. Alright, so it's been a while since we've done any human stuff, to be honest. Old McDonald's pep battle quest. I think it's not been something I've done recently, so let's see where we're at. It's been a while. But yeah, the naked part, I mean, I honestly, I'm just gonna be truthful. Yeah, it's probably not gonna be very difficult until I don't know when, to be honest. I haven't done a melee in a long time. When I did the first one, the rogue, it was like it was back in BFA. Actually, I don't even know if it was BFA yet. I think it might have actually still been Legion at the time. Yeah, I think it was actually still Legion, because I remember that. They announced Classic in Legion still, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's when it was. Legion was still out, so I actually started it in Legion, so that was before any of this shit. I don't even know if they... I remember them making big changes to leveling in, what was it, 7.2.5, I think it was the patch. One of the patches at the end of Legion, they made some big changes when they added allied races, so... I don't really know if there's much to compare between the two now, let's put it that way. Currently, oh no, I'm an idiot. Yeah, we do have Templar's Verdict. I was gonna say, currently we don't have anything to spend Holy Power on though, but no, that's definitely, yeah, Templar's Verdict. We got this spell too. Just enjoy the sights and sounds of Elwyn, though, to be honest. So gorgeous. And it's morning as hell right now. It is 10 o'clock here, so that means it's only 7 o'clock on the server. But not really anything noticeable about that, I feel like. Love to see the Dragon Isles. I gotta check this out tomorrow or something. Oh yeah, we also have a an aura now. Should definitely use that. Pull those guys from that aisle over to this aisle. That's how you don't die here. Even on live WoW, you can still get overwhelmed by these fellas. What the hell? This small frog doesn't want to just get one shot. It's funny. I don't blame it. Put up a little fight. Yeah, there's some really cool talents I'm looking forward to trying. I can't wait. It'll be a while before we get any of them, but oh, actually, we didn't even choose a talent either. Yeah, Divine Steed, I guess. I don't know, the early class talents are quite... I should have actually probably taken Consecration, actually. You know what? I'm gonna go and do that. Oh, you need freedom first. Okay, we'll take Lay on Hands first. Let's head back and get Lay on Hands. That'll help at least too a little bit. This is really weird too how this keeps happening. Some of the action bars get turned off. What's even worse about it though is like I have this setting to always show the buttons and it just stops working. So I have to re-enable it and then we're good. Some of the bars just get turned off randomly though. I don't really know why. This front bar, like the top one, is not... You can't make that one... that's like that in Live WoW too though, to be fair.
A good one.
Like in Shadowlands, it's like that as well. Okay. Apply changes. There we go. Lay on Hands. That's going to be good for this playthrough. Trying to make decisions on keybinds based on what I expect the future to look like. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, oh yeah, we should have a mount too. I forgot about this. Oh, is there another quest? Oh yeah, this is the quest that we had to wait for. Now he is going to give us the invisibility liqueur. Oh yeah, so where do we get writing? Is it down here? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Alright, so we'll get that in at some point. Get our nice Paladin steed. I love the original classics, like level 40 Paladin mount. It's just my favorite, probably my favorite mount in the game for any one class. I don't know, the whole demon one for Warlock is nice too, I suppose, but nah, not really. Oh, well, we'll get that eventually. It's on my action bar now, though. So next level we'll get, can't really decide, man. I feel like this is going to be one of these playthroughs where we can actually switch level, or switch talents a lot. The thing is, Art of War is, wait, do I even have that? Oh no, I don't even have that yet. Okay. Blade of Justice. Hammer of Justice, crashing you, overpower. Alright, anyway. Yeah, I would really like to get Divine Storm, but I don't think it's... You know, I'm thinking about literally just committing to Divine Storm and just not even using Templar's Verdict. I feel like if you put all your early talents into Divine Storm's power, it will have to just do more damage than Templar's Verdict. Like right now it says 48 on the tooltip. This says 63. Yeah, we gotta be heading north here to the mine. We'll ding after this quest, I assume. I don't know what the levels are gonna look like. When we did the shaman, it was really fast. I was shocked. Cop said that wasn't that abnormal though. I guess I was just used to playing classic. But yeah, we went from 40 to 50 in I think it was like 2 episodes. It was like they were like 15-minute levels, 40 to 50. I'm pretty sure that's not that way in Shadowlands, to be honest. But maybe. You know, he said it depends on what zones you do too, so obviously we're not going to be able to do the zones we did on Alliance. Or on, yeah, well, now that we're on Alliance. I was thinking about doing, in the last playthrough, I said, like, I really want to do Stone Talon Mountains on Alliance, but it's not going to be on this character. It'll be on, I really want to do it on a Night Elf. Eventually I'm going to do a Hunter, and then it'll be in Kalimdor, so that'll work out. This character is going to stay in Eastern Kingdoms for sure. We have 5 good zones that we really want to do. Templar's Verdict, spell-wise, looks really cool too. I quite like the visuals. So Crusader Strike uses mana, but nothing else really does. So this one, we won't see that problem again in this playthrough. I don't think that's possible to really run out of mana. As a Rat Palette, it's not like we're losing intellect or something by not having gear either. This is what we would have no matter what. But there's so many cool talents that like augment your current spells. That's what I love about Paladin, man. They do such a good job with that. It's actually kind of crazy. Uh-oh. Might be our first trouble. Interrupts on that. You gotta choose carefully. Should we heal or should we kill? That'll always be the question. But I'm gonna definitely try to never use land, or definitely gonna try to never use flash of light in combat at least. I might just even remove it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's like a talent for it, so I'm like hesitant to commit to these things yet. But when we were using the free heals in the shaman, it was like feeling really overpowered. Just gotta get close enough to see the webs, right? Actually, there's a rare back here. I think it's probably worth our time to kill. It's definitely gonna be up. That's the thing. Usually the rare is not necessarily up, but I think there's also a treasure somewhere too. Spend some time in the Jasper Lode mine. As of right now, at least, we're doing a lot of damage. Not really feeling naked at all, but that will change. It's actually kind of funny. Like I even forget that we're doing a naked leveling challenge. We are entirely comfortable with each of these poles. Yeah, obviously level 10 is not the. There's a lot of mobs around this boss. I have bubble though, and I have lay on hands, I guess, too. Oh yeah, cleansing poison as well will be something that we eventually end up doing. This is really funny because I thought that these mobs evading was something that only happened in Classic, but this actually is the same issue on Live 1 too. Kind of funny. Don't really get it. Like, why they don't die? I guess is the problem. They take damage from Consecrate and then they just run away. They have to stand in the Consecrate for them to die. Alright, come on. I'm not trying to fight all these mobs. Mother Fang was just standing where I needed her 5 minutes ago. But we need to clear all this out. And yeah, I think there's a treasure like up here or something. I mean, we can go at it, I guess. It seems so risky, but we're only level 10, so I think we're fine. Oh, that doesn't even aggro it. Okay, forget it. Easy mode. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. The challenge, the playthrough hasn't really started. We just hit that rare for 50% of its health with one spell. And we are now level 11. We got a really nice upgrade there. I'm just kidding. Actually, we don't have the transmog though, so, well, I don't know why we're worried about transmog. Even though we're playing naked, I will try to get some transmogs when I do these, but we don't need to worry about that on this character. Yeah, I swear there's a chest here. Should probably hearth out. Yeah, I think we should actually, because we got to turn this in anyway. Just make sure. I think maybe the treasure's down there. I don't see any treasure. I'm pretty sure there's one in here somewhere, but... Alright, oh. How about we bubble hearth out? It still work? Yes, sir.
What are you looking for?
Just quickly vendor some stuff. Hunting bow again. See those bows a lot. Alright, let's try in this. And, oh yeah, we already dinged 11. Blade of Justice. Very nice. Now we do even more damage. Presumably. The thing is, every level, though, we're going to get slightly weaker.
For the Alliance.
Because we're never going to gain any power whatsoever from gear. And the game kind of eventually stops, you know, stops holding your hand there. Eventually you have to start doing some damage. So I'd say probably level 20 is when it's going to start getting really difficult. Ooh, look at this. Some world PvP going on? I'll help with it. It's just a wolf after all. I'll stun it. Switching to it. Stunned it? Oh, good. It's down. Did we get honor for that? And I really wish Paladin got a buff, though. I was really disappointed that they didn't get one. But people are saying wait until the Holy Tree. Maybe there'll be one in the Holy Tree. But I don't think there will be because, you know, the Druid, the Mark of the Wild returning, that's like a class spell, right? I think they're going to move away from spec-only buffs, to be honest. But I don't know. Wind Fury's still there. I guess, yeah, actually, you know what? Yeah, like Wind Fury's still there. I think Wind Fury definitely needs to be account-wide. It definitely needs to be. Everything needs to be account-wide, dude. I need my subscription to be account-wide too, bro. Anyway, no, yeah, I think Wind Fury should definitely be a class talent, but whatever. I'll get it at this point. It doesn't really matter to me. But I would definitely like to see a buff for Paladin. I was really hoping that they were going to retain Blessing of Seasons. I thought that would be cool because I figured they would change it to be like more like Blessing of Might and Wisdom, the early ones, you know. I was thinking like about it. I actually had this in my head. I never really said it out loud, but I thought it'd be really cool if there was like a Blessing of Seasons type blessing that rotates between Kings, you know, Salvation. Is that the name of it? Sanctuary. Sanctuary. Blessing of Sanctuary, Might, and Wisdom. I thought that'd be cool because that's exactly how, you know, Blessing of Seasons works. 4 different buffs. And I just thought that'd be really cool. But it can even just be exactly Blessing of Seasons, but they can just change it to Kings, Sanctuary, Might, and Wisdom. I don't know if they would do that, but at least use the same icons, and I'd be fine with that. That's another thing we usually do is set up the... maybe I'll do that afterwards. Set up macros to have all the old blessing icons on the action bars, so it looks like we have them. I am a creature of nostalgia, let's put it that way. Creature of comfort. I like to be comforted. I like to feel comfort, especially when I'm playing a video game. And that is one of the things that I miss the most, and it would comfort me greatly if it returned. But it never will because obviously the game has changed. It's just kind of weird though, like it was really iconic. Like that was like the biggest noticeable thing about Paladin in the early days, right? The different buffs. I feel like it represented the best thing about early class design. Early class design was not about me, it was about us. And now obviously the game is so different. It's actually so sad to see people talk about power infusion, man. There was another WoW had posted about it the other day and people were like, no one cares about buffing other people, dude. This needs to be removed from the game, or it should only be a personal buff. It's like, did you really just say that out loud, dude? Like, how fucking stupid are you? That is so stupid. That's like saying, like, I mean, that's like really dumb to admit that out loud, dude. That's really embarrassing. No one cares about buffing other players. You actually think that, dude? Do you know what a raid group is? You guys know you're all on the same team, right? Like, what? It's just like embarrassing, man. The games community is just an embarrassment to itself at this point. I used to think it wasn't, people always say like, you know, young kids, blah, blah, blah. But I used to not believe that. But now I'm convinced of it. I don't know why like a 18-year-old would come and play this game. But I actually do think that that's what's going on. That there's like this whole new generation of people playing WoW and they have no frame of reference. Like, they literally weren't even fucking born when the game was at its height, you know, subscriber-wise. And they have no idea that there's such a better way to play the game. There's such a more rewarding way to play the game than just fucking chasing parses on some third-party website.
What can I do for you? Safe travel.
That's the community and the game, the way the game brings people together. I mean, I know it still happens too, which is the crazy part. Like, I just talked to somebody who met somebody in WoW that they're now in a relationship with, you know? And it's like, man, it's so, I feel like this is like really important. Like, this is why the game is so good. This is it, like 100%. Well, we actually have that here. I didn't realize we can use that anywhere. But anyway, this is why, you know what I mean? So like the people who are like trying to fucking make it into a weird like competitive single player game, basically, it's like, man, I don't know about this. It's unfortunate, you know. The people are why the game is good, and you know, we all interface with them differently, but Like for me, it might be weird to hear me say that because I play so solo nowadays, but I don't want to. You know what I mean? It's just that I have problems, making connections in the game with people who are playing it nowadays, and the people I used to have connections with are all gone. I heard a very almost depressing, but so depressingly funny thing the other day that it made me laugh. Actually, I used to work at a golf course, and I worked at 2 golf courses. The one that I worked at the second time was anyway, it doesn't really matter. But there was a guy I remember from the golf course, mostly because he had a very unique name. Okay, I won't say his name, but he is now actually the landlord for my uncle, which is really bizarre. It's funny actually, because I remember when they moved there for like a year, they lived there, and then they're like, "Yeah, we're going to see the landlord." I was like, "Who's who is it?" And I was like, "What the fuck? It's this guy. What the hell?" Like I know that guy. You know what I mean? And I just thought that was absolutely hilarious because my uncle's a huge golfer. He's pretty much, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be golfing as much as I am. And so anyway, I was like, "Yo, we got to get him back into golf." This guy quit golf because I guess, he's got a bit of a gambling addiction. Let's put it that way. I don't know if I would call it an addiction, but he's definitely got a habit. And he's the kind of guy that goes to casino for 12 hours. It's all good. I get people are interested in different things, but to me that seems like really unhealthy. But anyway, so he quit golf apparently for that same reason, because he couldn't play golf anymore without gambling. I know a lot of people are in that boat. You hear all these crazy gambling games. It's called Wolf. I don't know if anybody cares, but yeah, there's like basically like these hyper, I don't know, they're like fucking like weird as shit, like insanely complicated gambling games for golf. And anyway, it's not uncommon, but you'd be surprised to hear how popular it is. So anyway, he's not alone, but yeah, he basically just quit golf because of that. At least that's what he told them. And so recently his wife has had a problem with her health. Let's just say that. And she actually got him a birthday gift. She bought him a golf bag, okay? And he does not golf anymore. So he's like, well, now I feel really bad. She got me a birthday gift and I don't even golf anymore. So he wants to get back into it, basically. Just like, her gift got him thinking about it, and he is reminded of what he used to enjoy. So he wants to get playing again, right? It's a long story. He wants to get playing again, right? So he calls up the club, the place I used to work at. It was a private golf club. And I guess I don't know if he retained a membership or what. Like, I don't really know what's the situation, but he calls up the head pro there. And my uncle's telling me the story, and he's like, yeah, he calls Pete Corba, and he was like telling me, he wants to get back into it. I was like, oh, great. He's like, well, he said, though, if I rejoin or if I, want to come again, I want to play with the same group of people I used to play scats with. And he goes, oh, okay, well, who were they? And he lists their names. He goes, they're all dead. It's pretty nuts, actually. I mean, it's like honestly like depressing, but it's also kind of funny because this guy probably hasn't golfed. I don't know when the last time he golfed was, but the last time I worked at that place, I was 19, I think. Yeah, it was Wrath, I think. Maybe Kata was out by that point. I think it might have been right on the eve of Kata. So that was the last time I saw that guy golf. I'm sure he didn't quit the second I quit, but let's just assume he quit somewhat around that time. He hasn't golfed in, 15 years, I guess? 10 years, at least 10 years probably. Now I was like, my initial response to when he told me that, I was like, what, he didn't keep up with any of those guys? Like, I don't know, he remembers them all by name enough to say I want to play with them again, but he didn't ever have any conversation with them after he quit. Seems a bit weird, but I don't know, the story just shook me because it seems like that's life in a nutshell. I'm not really sure how we got on this topic now that I've rambled for that whole time, but it is how's that music? But yeah, anyway, it is life, man. It is kind of scary and kind of sad. Stone of Remembrance. So I'm pretty sure there's a treasure here too somewhere. I just don't remember where. The add-on is so valuable. It's like hidden behind one of these things, I think. I don't know. We're probably not going to find a lot of treasures. Thing is, treasures are kind of a waste. They're not a waste of time, but might be back there. This is a area for the Paladin quest, if I remember correctly, to come and resurrect somebody. Yeah, there's the guy. Huh. Hen's Falk. For some reason, we're resurrecting a dwarf. Yeah, I don't remember where this treasure is, so let's just get out of here. Pretty sure it's behind one of these pillars or something. But it's hard to tell because that Stone of Remembrance is also clickable like a treasure would be. When will we get Rebuke? It's not going to be till... We got a lot of points ahead of us. The thing is, unfortunately, the early points are pretty bad. What's this? Pretty bad Paladin, especially the class tree is really bad early. I feel like it might actually be the worst, like, first 5 points. But I'm going to take this stuff over here. I'm going to go straight defense. We're going to get as much defense as possible in. This quest is also very famous for killing people. For those who play hardcore. But we will not... I don't think we'll be too much danger here. The problem typically is like dispatching the mobs adequately. As you see, we already aggroed 2. But that first one dies so fast that it's pretty irrelevant. We need to get used to using stun more as well. It'll be very important. We got to clear out a lot of mobs anyway, so let's just go ahead and... That mob is stuck on the stupid thing it's on. That could be an issue. Hopefully it snaps down. Let's just run up there and kill it, I guess. Forgot that was an option. Drink minor potion. Oh, that's really... Yep, okay, we're gonna die, I think. Wog, though, is so powerful. Really should make that a challenge, part of the challenge, but... As of right now, I don't really feel like the challenge has even begun. One Wog was all we needed. We'll see where we're at once we get more spells. Really wish we had auto turn in. Hopefully that'll I don't think it's gonna be soon, but hopefully sometime soon we'll have add-ons enabled. Murloc lurker. Kinda creepy. What you lurking about, bro? Alright, we done. We got all the quests done, or we still need bears? Yeah, we still need bears. But the good thing is, Holy Power Generation is going to be huge on this character. They have some really good talents now, man. I am actually really looking forward to it. So many talents related to Judgment as well. This I feel like is actually going to be real. Around like the 30s, I feel like we're going to be really good. Around like the 10s, we're not necessarily going to be, but... Hand of Hindrance as well. Oh, that was a real big waste of time. I just used Templar's Verdict on that guy at like 5 health. Alright, that's it for this quest though. We will be 12 at least. Careful here, thread the needle a bit. I love this mount though. It's definitely my favorite mount in the game for any class type thing. There's some nice mounts in the game, but there's a few that look great for classes, I feel like. That's what I love the most, is class mounts. Like mounts that are really
safe travels.
you notice them, you know what I mean? They stand out. Alright, now we're taking Diva Ore from now on. 3% damage reduction, even at this level, is going to be huge.
King's honor, friend. Be careful.
Might be the reason we live or die at times. I think it will probably be. There's if I remember the other leveling challenge we did, the rogue, it was like I had to kite constantly. Like most mobs would kill me if I didn't kite. The big problem with that leveling challenge was our health pool though. Like we had no way to actually increase our health by ourselves, so we had to eat. So most of the time I was kiting just because I didn't want to keep having to eat food or whatever. So we'll see how that plays out.
Be careful.
Alright. Wait, what is this? The Collector. Oh yeah, Snoot the Rooter. There's going to be a rare there. That'll be, so definitely 13 after all this.
Light be with you. Light
And also
bless
with you. A lot of gear that we need to vendor. Oh yeah, I was gonna use this weapon. We'll stick with what we got though. I bought one thinking I wouldn't actually get a two-handed mace. Because that's what we want, is a two-handed mace. I just can't wait to have the full kit though, man. I'm so freaking jazzed up about this kit. Like the shaman one was fun, man, but it really just wasn't very... It's more of like a spectacle, you know what I mean? To see a two-handed hand shaman. It wasn't very interesting. But this, I cannot wait to see how this kit, because there's so many cool things now that can help with content like this. You know, I feel like they're getting probably the biggest Mythic Plus buff of any spec I've seen so far. And the big thing is that a lot of that is just because of how many spells they have that could impact content outside of raids. Like, a lot of the spells don't really work in raids very well, like, or a pure single target scenario, but they're gonna work really well in certain situations. Okay, this is the dangerous mob, right? I'm gonna cite that. And we have land hands, which we'll use now. This is gonna be pretty easy though. I know we haven't really gotten into the difficult part yet, but there's so many good spells for this for paladins, so we'll see how it goes. Their whole kit is so powerful for this, I feel like. Alright, after we turn this in, we want to go and get the flight path in Redridge and then fly to the middle town, whatever it's called. Goldshire. Speedrun strats, bro. Then we're off to the bottom and left side of the zone. And we'll be done with Elwyn soon. Definitely in this episode, of course. Oh, that was interesting. I don't know if anybody... Oh, there's them. Okay, so they added that now. I think it actually was probably there the whole time. It was just bugging out and not showing at times. There's no, well, no, you know what I'm thinking of? There's no button to change what's tracking on the map currently. And maybe they're going to keep it that way. There's Marshall Haggard. Lost one eye, blind in the other. Feel bad for him. Actually, I don't even think this is like a good idea anymore. It's something you do in Classic. Because you need to get the flight path anyway. And I don't think that's true. And I don't think that's true in this version because all the quests actually start here for this zone. But whatever, we'll do it anyway. That rare doesn't even give experience. I don't know why that's there. It's something to do with the BFA questline. Knoll Feaster. Really strange. You come through Redridge and BFA for the old Warriors questline or whatever that thing's called, and yeah, it's kind of strange. Redridge gets used a lot. It's used in BFA and it's used in Shadowlands for the Kyrian campaign.
Need help? Have a good one.
Alright. So we have like 4 or 5 quests left in the zone, and then it'll be on to Westfall. Definitely not a huge fan of what Westfall is in the Cataclysm version, but we're going to do all 4 of these zones. Elwyn to Westfall to Redridge to Duskwood. Then we'll probably go to Dunmoreau. I don't know where we'll be at that point, but Hillsbred is not... Yeah, there's 0 Alliance quests there. Might end up in the Plaguelands. It would be a good idea, actually. Yeah, you know what? In fact, probably instead of Dunmoreau, we'll go to the Plaguelands. Both Eastern and Western. Because I think there's a lot of different things that interact with undead. Yeah, I mean, we all... Ironically, we also have Turn Evil. I really don't know if it's worth the point, but... It's such a bad placement for that. That should definitely be, like, on a branch up here or something like that. It's so weird that it's just in the middle of the thing. Now, granted, you could choose any of these 3 things to advance the tree, but it's just kind of weird. So really, it's kind of the same result, but... We should have Hearth, but it's not up because I used it before. Now it's Mona. Is there another quest here? See, I can't actually get these things off the map. Like, I don't... I don't know how to get those off the map. I don't think there's a way right now. I don't think there's a way. I don't really like when there's all those tracking things on the map. It's gorgeous out today as well, in real life. I think we'll probably finish the zone and that'll be a good place to stop for this first episode. We'll see how long it takes. Try to keep the first episode a little bit easier. Wait, that's the... Yeah, that was the person. Okay. Julia Stevens. Elwyn is like so idealistic or like pristine. It's so nice.
Something? Have a good
I love
one.
it. We don't need that spell. But we did get a new talent. So now it is time for Divine Storm. We're just going to go deep into this left side first, because all of these are going to be really powerful. I want to... Wait, where's Wake of Ashes? Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So next is reduce the cooldown on Judgment. Then it's on to Shield of Vengeance. We want to get Shield of Vengeance as fast as possible. Oh, yeah, if you're watching this playthrough and you're wondering why my spells are blue, I have a whole video on it. You could check it out. I assume if you just type in blue Paladin spells or something, it'll show up, but... I changed the icons. I did it on the alpha too. It's kind of weird that you're allowed to do that on the alpha, but you're not allowed to actually load LUA scripts at all. I feel like that might not normally be the case. Maybe they became more specific about it in Dragonflight. But it's kind of unfortunate because for leveling challenges, it really sucks to have the... like, I don't really need the chat on the map, you know what I mean? I wish I could just turn the chat off entirely. I don't think there's any way to do that. Disable chat. Wait, did it work? No. I must turn off all the different, whatever you call it, trade channel, those types of things. Chat channels. Alright, we got Hogger.
What can I do for you?
Probably Bender too over here.
Hey there.
Yeah, they have the Warhammer. Yeah, we'll be good. I don't really want the weapon to be a part of the playthrough, to be honest, but you need a weapon, so we'll just take the first, pretty much just take the first weapon that looks decent. And that one's good. Not my favorite one, but I think it looks pretty iconic. You get that one even as a classic Paladin, so. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm having like a little bit of allergies or something, I don't even know, but. Let's go AoE some fools down before it starts becoming really difficult to do that. Hogger is like no longer dangerous, right? I'm not sure it'll ever be dangerous to do this. I have a lot of defense. Of course, the mob have to actually live long enough for me to AoE them down. Thing is, without the talent that makes Blade of Justice give 2 holy power, it is going to be a while before we start doing good damage, I feel like. We need either Judgment or 2 holy power from Blade of Justice for it to be good. And we won't get either for a while, based on what I plan on doing. Wait, where the hell's Hogger now? I was back there. So, you know, we're just sitting here kind of staring at our bars waiting for stuff to happen. Well, that was kind of dangerous. But we just have so much access to healing. He's actually an elite still, but I think it's like not like it used to be. Oh yeah, they updated Hogger, didn't they? Or is that a joke? Yeah, I think they did. I doubt he looks like that. I mean, I don't know when they updated it. Maybe it was a while ago, but I saw people talking about this the other day. I think that's a new model, yeah. I think these are all new models. New Null models. Just kind of weird. They don't look like the old Nulls at all, really. Westfall Deed is now just here. Defias. It's like a Defias mob who gets killed. Oh, Andromath is here. What the fuck? What's up, buddy? Master Mage is also here. Okay, good. Yeah, these are definitely new models. That's cool. Oh, we could hearth, yeah. Hearth, and then we ride back. And it's time to move on, I guess.
Well met. Go with honor, friend.
Should probably get keybind these spells. Wait, what is this? Wait, we don't have actual buttons for them anymore? What? Oh yeah, we do. I'm just an idiot. Let's see if some of these rares are up. I know there's like rares back here. Try to get some more experience out of this zone. Well, it actually encouraged the global to switch auras? What the hell? Yeah, there should be a rare in that house. It's a ton of fucking mobs, though. Let's go in with a bunch of holy power and get a quick divine storm off. We got bubble. We got everything up. Yeah, that makes it easy. Oh, yeah, that's the problem with these guys. Dang, still taking a lot of damage from this rare. We're getting closer to being a little bit more difficult. Every minute that goes by, it gets a little bit more difficult. Not necessarily in that uniform pattern, but it's gonna start getting really difficult. So is this like something you can even get? Again, this is another thing that is part of this is added for BFA content for some reason. Does this actually do anything? Oh, it gives resources. What the fuck? War resources? Okay, cool. Well, we did get some experience from looting it, so that was profitable too. Now, I'm pretty sure, again, there's a bear somewhere. I don't know where that is. Maybe I'm thinking, oh, what is that? Joanna Jolly. What? There's the bear there. Grizzled Ben. I don't know, killing rares and getting treasures is just so much less attractive though, because we're not going to be able to use them for anything. And they're going to be very dangerous. Rares are actually way harder than normal mobs, you just don't really notice it because everything's so easy now. As you see, these guys are definitely challenging me so far. Putting the health pool a little bit more constraint. Alright, 1200 rep or experience, so we'll take that, no problem. We got to go this way anyway, kind of. It's not necessarily in the same direction, but it's not far. The barracks here, let's go turn this in, and then that'll be it. Head over to Westfall.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
Yeah. Upgraded boots, but we can't wear them. Because we're playing without any gear at all. Any gear at all. Alright, cool. Well, this seems like a decent place to stop. Let's head over the bridge. We will be obviously back in the next episode. I'm going to do a bunch of these, and they'll just all be there in the playlist. So, Hope you guys enjoy this, and it's going to be interesting. I think next episode it's going to start getting a lot harder because obviously, even though we're still low level, Elwyn is obviously very, you know, it's a starter zone. So I don't think it's ever really meant to be difficult. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.